Hello, everybody. This is Rob back again from Make Money Audit on the YouTube channel and MakeMoneyAudit.com. We're going to do an audit today on Mr. A.C. Hampton. How I'd started drop shipping on Shopify with zero to in 2026. Let's go ahead and listen to what he says, then I'll get into more details. Here we go.
Tomorrow and everything was gone. My ad account's banned, my Shopify store is deleted, all my winning products dead, and I had $0 to start over, I'd actually be excited because I'd have something that I didn't have 8 years ago when I first started. All my experience, years of trial and error, and I would know exactly what to do. See, when I first started, I wasted months trying to find the perfect product, chasing whatever was trending on TikTok, and trying to guess what would go viral next. And it took me years to realize that you don't need thousands of dollars to start dropshipping, and it doesn't have to be that complicated. It all comes down to following the right process.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to get back into this and I'm going to give you my take on this. So basically, he's saying if he lost everything tomorrow, he'd rebuild from zero, which what with the $0 actually cost. Every step in this video, when you watch it, points you to a paid tool he gets a cut of, which we understand. That's how we make our money on this stuff. Then the membership with only 3 spots. So basically, he's trying to sell you his course to join. I'm sure by this video time there's 0 spots left. Let's see. And then it jumps from, and then let's see, and that jumps you from $100 a day, which he was saying you could start with, to 1,000 a day. This is, that's his numbers after 8 years of being in business doing this, not yours in 3 weeks. I spent 35 years in collections and finance and consulting, reading numbers like this. This one turns out to be a big fat D. He gets a grade of a D. And I'll explain to you why the system came up with a D. Basically, organic first drop shipping scale. Everybody knows right now, everybody's drop shipping. It's the easiest way to do things. I'm doing it on eBay. I don't have a Shopify store, but I wouldn't even go down Shopify because after your, a week or whatever, free version or whatever they give you, you got to start paying for it. So the video pitches drop shipping by rapidly setting up a Shopify store with AI. Yeah, we all can do that. That's easy. And then finding a winning product through intense organic content creation. Okay. 5 to 7 posts a day is what he's saying to look for, or what you've got to do when you're starting this stuff on your video, to basically use TikTok to get you your business. Okay, TikTok Reels. Okay, the core claim is to generate initial sales organically, reinvesting that profit into paid ads to scale from $100 to $1,000 a day. Okay, you already got to pay for Shopify, so that you're in the hole out of the get go after the trial version. So let me see, time to ROI analysis. For a from to scratch beginner is realistically 6 to 12 plus months. Yep. To see meaningful, consistent profit, if ever. Yeah. So if you take a product on TikTok that's trending and everybody's blowing it up, do you not think that somebody else has already thought of this the same way? So somebody else is already going to be ahead of you. Somebody already is going to be trying to sell the product. You're going to come on board, and it's a race to the bottom. Let's see what else. The video implies achieving organic sales and moving to paid ad within weeks to a couple months. Yeah. Now, maybe if you have 8 years and 659,000 followers, yeah, you could do it, but not as a beginner. Let's see, market saturation. Yeah, very high. Drop shipping is a highly competitive market. Achieving organic virality on a new social media account is exceptionally difficult and unpredictable. Yeah, you guys, it's not going to work. I mean, unless you're, this is why I make these videos. This guy here is utterly claiming, I'm just going to say it, bullshit. you're not going to achieve what he says in the realistic time that he says you can do it in. He's just blowing smoke up your butt. And if you buy it, well, that's on you. Do your due diligence. I'm telling you, this one I'd run far away from. Okay, real economic analysis. Initial cost includes Shopify, $1 a month after trial. Yeah, there you go. Paid tools like AutoDS, that's $50 a month. And then you got to add another 50 or some dollars for them to process your order. Then you got to pay for, I think it is, to have your stuff listed. So AutoDS is not cheap. I use it on my stuff and it's not cheap and it's not free. The video downplays the immense time and cost of creating 5 to 7 unique pieces of content daily. Yeah, even if you use AI, you're still got to create it. You got to look at it. You got to think of the idea. I'm sure AI can give you the ideas, but it doesn't have, that's crazy. And let's see, the significant capital required to pay ad testing. Yeah, you create one ad, it isn't going to be the $1 million ad. You don't know that. It may flop. Then you got to create another one. You create another one. More money spent every time. Okay, which is highly probable. Yeah, for a beginner. Yep. Risk factor extremely high. Commitment, content creation, a non-guaranteed organic variety of sales. Yeah, I understand people. This is just him, AC Hampton, trying to blow smoke up your butt. So you sign up for his course because you think he's the guy. You think he's the one that's going to help you make your money. You spend any money with him, you're going to lose money. That's the bottom line. So, and I back that up with my years of experience on this. I know what he's saying is utterly wrong. It's not going to take, it's going to take more than just a few weeks. It's going to take, like I said, 6 to 12 plus months. My drop shipping store now on eBay has been going on for 7 months, and I'm just now starting to get traction. So that ought to tell you something. And I have over 2,000 plus items because they're all competitive. And I get my information from AutoDS. So that ought to tell you something. All right. So how are you going to do this? You guys can go to makemoneyaudit.com. You grab your YouTube URL and put it in there right here. You put the YouTube transcript. You make sure you got the right thumbnail, and then you run the audit. Now, once you run the audit, my suggestion is you download this, because if you run another audit, this audit goes away and you won't get it back. It won't let you run another one. If you want to share it, you can share it. And then we've got the newsletter coming up shortly, where I'll have audits that I've run, or just basically business ideas and things that I've thought about since I've been, my 35 years of doing this. All right. Again, drop shipping, start from zero, scale fast. Basically a scam, BS all the way. If you're going to do it, if you're going to do the drop shipping, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm just telling you, have realistically expectations on time to getting your money back. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Like and subscribe, and look forward to getting you to the next video or audit here pretty soon. Have a good day, everybody.